Farm, family, community. This is Midwest Farm Weekly.
Good morning, I'm Elaine Wells, and thank you for joining us for Midwest Farm Weekly. On the show today, the big business of microgreens. We'll meet a local farmer who's helping to fill the demand. Plus, Dairy Cares of Wisconsin needs your help to fund their mission of helping families in our state access the best medical care possible. And Outagamie County steps into the fair spotlight. We will check out all of their activities. Crop and pasture conditions in our state remain below average. Of course, that's due to our lack of rain. Corn condition is hovering around 45% good average condition. And that means more than half of Wisconsin's crop is struggling. Soybeans are falling behind. About 22% of that crop has bloomed. It's a few days behind an average year. Farmers are making progress now on second crop hay. Almost 70% of that is complete. It's nearly a week ahead of a normal year. And when it comes to that pasture condition, 75% of land is below good quality. Cities across the U.S. set temperature records recently, with many of them pushing above 100 degrees days on end. Farm workers are 35 times more likely to die of heat exposure than workers in other industries. It's according to the National Institutes of Health, but there's no federal heat standard that ensures their health and safety. So according to research out of UW-Madison, farm work is particularly dangerous because workers actually raise their internal body temperature by moving, lifting, and walking at the same time that they're exposed to these high heat and humidity temperatures. Farmers have invested in technology, of course, to limit manual labor. Others adjust their hours to avoid the most dangerous times of the day.
We start early in the morning and try to beat the heat. We'll try to be done out of the fields by noon at the latest. Some days we can, some days we can't.
All right, I'm going to be everyone's mom for a minute. It's your reminder to drink water, wear sunscreen, and take breaks from the sun when possible. Small-scale Iowa farmers are applauding a change in the law there, allowing the sale of raw milk. Farmers say the sale of raw milk was already going on, but this bill is going to make it safer with some testing requirements like bacterial checks on the milk as well as veterinary checks on the animals. In order to sell raw milk, the dairy farm must have no more than 10 dairy-producing animals. The sale or distribution of raw or unpasteurized milk is illegal here in Wisconsin. Daffodils could be a secret weapon in the fight against climate change. Scientists are trialing a new method of using that plant to cut methane produced by cows. Extracts from the plant can be added to animal feed and significantly reduce the amount of methane that cows are producing. Now, these trials are underway around the globe. They say that world greenhouse gases are actually coming from farms, that is, in some cases. Livestock produce around 14% of the world's greenhouse gases. Farms in England and Wales are part of this trial.
There are governments across the world currently trying to meet the net zero targets by either taxing livestock farmers or putting quotas on the number of livestock you can have because of this methane byproduct.
This is vitally important because we need to reduce the production of greenhouse gases from agriculture as part of the solution to reducing the problems of global warming.
In lab experiments, daffodil extracts reduced methane in artificial cow stomachs by 96%. Scientists hope that the extract could reduce real-world methane emissions by 30%. Wisconsin kids and families are getting a boost from the dairy industry. It is a major fundraising effort that reached an incredible milestone. Jim Ostrom is here from Dairy Cares of Wisconsin. Good morning, Jim.
Good morning.
It seems like, gosh, it's hardly been a year. How has it been a year since the last time we talked?
It has.
Yes, Jim, talk to us about Dairy Cares of Wisconsin. This mission is something that you've worked on for a number of years.
Yes, 13 years ago we had a garden party and we thought we'd raise some funds for Children's Hospital. And it was a great success. There was maybe 60 of us there. Okay. And in the recent years, it's been 400 to 500 people. Wow. And the dairy industry and the peripheral companies around it and the cheese processors, they're a grateful group of people. And they've all stepped up, and we are all putting together some resources that we can and raise some money for Children's.
You have had the chance to see the end result of this in some incredible upgrades and access through Children's Wisconsin. Talk about that.
So we have actually been named a department at Children's, Dairy Cares Simulation Lab. So they have simulation dummies, really smart ones, right?
Okay.
Because they want to train EMTs and medical professionals how to treat a child in a crisis.
Okay.
Could you imagine a 3-year-old or a 3-month-old baby in high distress? Well,
Sure.
it takes a lot of expertise to do that, and we feel really blessed to be able to help with that.
And the garden party continues to be the tradition. We're looking at some photos from last year's event. You still have tickets available for this. What can people expect from the evening?
Well, we have, it's a terrific evening. People dress up. It's named a garden party. I have elaborate landscape gardens.
Okay.
It is intimidating to have 500 people over for dinner, but we have a live auction. We have an online auction at Dairy Cares of Wisconsin.org, and you can get on and help in a little way or help in a big way. And it's just a way to give back, and it's a great evening, and we end the evening with some donated fireworks, so it's just a terrific night.
And this is an industry of people who work hard, so I would imagine they just enjoy having a night to take a load off for a moment too.
And it is, and it's an elegant night on the Fox River here in De Pere.
You also a lot of times have children there who've been impacted by the services. Why does that matter to the people who are donating, to get to meet the kids?
So a lot of times I'll go to a fundraiser and it's more about the event, right?
Sure.
The party. I can tell you to a person at our event, it's about the children. And I'm always impressed with how genuine people are about that and how sincere our industry is about helping.
If this date doesn't happen to work for you, you mentioned those auction items. I was cruising through your website. There's a lot of great items. There's like a Cheese of the Month club. Sign me up for that. But you can bid on this even if you're not attending.
You can, and I encourage people to give in a small way if that's where they're comfortable, or in a big way if they can. And we have all sizes and types of contributions, and we're just grateful.
Talk about the impact you've made. A record-setting year you had last year.
We did. We crossed $2 million. Wow. We've raised $2.3 million so far, and we're hoping to get over 2.7 this year.
Did you ever think when you had that first garden party that this is where you'd be?
You know, I've been a part of so many things in life that have been difficult to achieve.
Sure.
And this has been easy. The enthusiasm of our industry has gotten behind this, and we have volunteers that aren't even part of our industry that just love the cause and love the event. So we're very blessed.
I can see why. It looks like a beautiful event. If you are looking to bid on some of those auction items or even grab a ticket to the event, the garden party itself is on July 29th in De Pere, and you can also log on to bid on those items. We'll have a link for you in the Midwest Farm section of wearegreenbay.com. Thanks for the work you're doing and impacting, no doubt, hundreds of families in our state.
Thank you.
Well, Jeremy Hansen here from Fox Valley Technical College for Life on the Farm. And joining me today is Dave Murphy from 360 Yield Center. Dave, thank you so much for talking with me today.
Really happy to, Jeremy.
We're attending a field day today in Calumet County, and put on by a bunch of different groups. And there's quite a crowd here, and they're probably all here to see you, right?
I don't think so. There's a lot of really good topics at the field day.
There is, but what you're demonstrating today is kind of the newest, greatest thing here. And what are you demonstrating today?
Yeah, we're demonstrating a machine that's called 360 Rain. And what it does, it allows a farmer from planting through harvest to bring his crop whatever it needs on that day, and in the form of a liquid. So be that fresh water for irrigation, be that liquid nutrients to spoon feed his crop throughout the growing season to maximize his yield on the smallest amount of nutrients, or in this case at this farm, manure and runoff water. So it's a way for growers, one of the only ways on the market for them to apply manure or runoff water at any point during the growing season with the crop up to full height.
All right, so our demonstration today is in a cornfield, and you're side dressing basically lagoon water or manure, correct?
Yeah, that's correct. So usually with manure, we're running a dilution of manure in with either fresh water or runoff water. So what we'll see here today is runoff water that the farm collects off of their farm site, which has some nutrient value. And so we're going to go ahead and apply that to the corn, which it's very happy for a drink this summer. But the farmer's also happy to be rid of that and get it done in a way that really maximizes his yield.
Right. So is this a typical drag line system?
No, it's not. It's very unique in the fact that because we go into the standing crop all the way from planting till harvest, that we never drag the hose through the standing crop, so we don't damage it in any way. We drive up and down the rows of corn utilizing GPS technology that farmers have used for 10 to 20 years on their farms. And we utilize that to keep the machine running right up and down the rows, either dispensing hose as it drives away from its liquid source or picking the hose back up on its way back to the liquid.
Right, and I suppose the application rate is adjustable, but what are you typically seeing and how much you're putting on, especially for the manure today.
Yeah, especially for the manure. A lot of growers are diluting a few thousand gallons per acre in with maybe 8 or 10 or 12,000 gallons per acre of water. So what we're doing today, no manure dilution, but just runoff water at 10,000 gallons per acre. And as a frame of reference, a half inch is 13,500 on an acre. So we're not even putting on a half inch of rainfall equivalent gallons.
Right, and it definitely could use it, I'm sure.
It absolutely could use it today. We saw the corn unfurl within about 30 minutes of putting the water on.
Right. And Dave, 360 Yield has been doing this for a little while now, right?
Correct, yeah. We've been doing this for several years commercially. This is one of 3 machines in the state of Wisconsin this summer. We've got over 50 spread across the country this year.
Right. And is there anything looking forward to the future that you're working on right now?
Absolutely. We're adding all kinds of different technology to this machine. Soon growers will have the ability to variable rate their water and nutrients. They'll have the ability to apply crop protection since we're bringing water to the machine. And they'll also have the ability to add sensors and cameras so they can check their crop weekly as it works across the field.
Well, I look forward to maybe talking to you again in the future then with some of the attachments that you're working on.
I hope so.
Dave, thank you so much for your time today. This is a great event.
Thanks so much.
So for Life on the Farm, I'm Jeremy Hansen.
We turn things over now to Storm Team 5's Alexis Staniak. As our corn heads towards pollination, we really do need to pick up some more water.
We do, but the good news is we've been seeing a little bit more than how we started off June and even how we started off this past month of July. Within the past week, we have accumulated up to 16.39 inches for this entire season now, so right around average for this time of the year. We are still a little bit below what we saw this time last year at just over 17.5 inches, but here's the drought monitor. So this is the departure from where we should be sitting for this time of July. So we're about an inch below where we should be for this time of the month. Wausau about 2 inches below, same with Rhinelander. Places south and west of Green Bay in an extreme drought. Here in Green Bay, we're starting to creep into that moderate and to severe drought as well. Extreme drought right around Madison and just east of La Crosse. So very, very dry as we head into the next week or so. Looks like we see maybe a half of an inch of rainfall, so not too much more to come through. We do stay dry as we head into the next 8 to 14 days as well. The Climate Prediction Center keeps us in this slightly below average category, whereas places just off to our east are in an above normal category. In central of America, we are in an above average category as well, and then way off to our west, still below average, and that's kind of what's impacting us here in Green Bay. And as we head into the next 8 to 14 days, we are in this area to stay in this slightly above average category for temperatures as well. So we will stay warm into the rest of this weekend and into mid-July. 85 for your Saturday, 84 on Sunday, 80 on Monday, 83 on Tuesday, 84 on Wednesday and Thursday. Back to low 80s again for Friday and into Saturday, and then we do warm up yet again by the end of Sunday, the end of our next weekend. We stay above average as we head into mid-July, and our precipitation stays a little bit below average, and then it's almost August. Normally for August for this time of the month, we'll see about 78.9 degrees as an average high temperature. Average low is around 58.2 degrees, and then our average rainfall for the month of August is at about 3.39 inches of rain. Stay with us. More Ag News coming up after the break.
A family in Freedom is continuing to farm the land for a 4th generation, but they're doing it on a much different scale. They haven't grown. In fact, they've gone micro.
This is where you're going to get the most nutrition from the plant. Some of them, like the kale and broccolis, have properties that help with cancer.
Trays of microgreens are ripe for the picking at Foxtail Produce.
They are the first stages of the plant, as you can see here. These are our peas, and down here is where we'll begin to cut.
The small plants pack a big punch, up to 40 times more nutrients by weight than their fully grown counterpart.
We started by just growing for ourselves and always had too much, so friends told us to just go down to the farmer's market and sell that way. And we learned about microgreens, and it's just taken off from there.
I've always loved gardening, ever since I was alongside my mom at 9 years old. Always loved gardening. We grew up on a family farm. This land that we're on right now has been in our family since the 1880s.
Microgreens are ready for harvest in about 1 week and can be grown indoors year-round. Outdoors, the family also tends to 3 greenhouses.
We have 350 heirloom tomatoes in here. We're growing mostly the tomatoes, basil. We have a little bit of basil down the row here, some rosemary, some thyme, some sage, different things like that.
The family is passionate about providing food for their neighbors, even donating unsold products to local food pantries. They say consumers value the connection to community.
They like to know that it's local because you don't know where your stuff is coming from. A lot of times it comes in and it's not to the grocery stores, and they are put into their trucks unripe, and so they don't have as much flavor once they get to you at the store.
I like it as local. I like to know where my food is coming from, not as trucked across the country. It's more organic. You know what goes into it. You know you're helping feed the community.
You can taste foxtail produce at a number of local restaurants. They are part of the Slow Farmers Co-op CSA boxes, and they do offer some pop-up sales at Produce with Purpose. You can also order direct through their website. Welcome back. There's no time like fair time. That is, of course, the theme this year in Outagamie County, and we have to agree. Matt is here to give us overview details. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
So the Outagamie County Fair is certainly a long-standing tradition, 1884, in fact, it says on your
so.
shirt.
That's what it says.
There's the tradition, though, really is what makes the fair such a fun thing for the community. What do you love about it?
I love the family traditions. I love gathering. I love hanging out with all the friends and just going to the fair and having a good time, a good and safe time.
Yeah. What do you think the Outagamie County Fair specifically is known for?
Just lots of family friend, local, people coming in, just having a good time.
I was really impressed that you were budget friendly too. I was looking at your prices. You make this really affordable for families.
Yeah, we try to. You always got to stick to a budget, especially being a privately owned fair, and it's something that you got to do.
And you can attend for very low cost as a family, right?
Mm-hmm.
Wonderful.
Absolutely.
Talk to us a bit about your grandstand entertainment. That's always a draw.
The one I'm most excited about is the Saturday night. Is for Saturday night at 7 o'clock and Saturday during the fair. We have 2 rodeos actually. We brought the rodeo to the fair this year.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, it's going to be a great time for Saturday. So, and then Friday night is the races for Friday night. The tractor pull. We have 2 tractor pulls Wednesday and Thursday night, and then demos on Sunday.
Did I see that the sprint cars are back too?
Yep, sprint cars are back.
Those are
sprint
so
cars
fun.
Are back.
They sound like a pack of bees. So bring your hearing protection, but that's always a good time. We loved the food choices at your fair. They seem to change up every year. But what are some of the highlights and things people look forward to?
Like I was saying before, I'm a kettle corn kind of guy. We're bringing back the staples of everybody that everybody knows, but then we're also bringing back a lot more new vendors. There's Asian, Mexican, Hawaiian food coming in this year.
We can't miss the 4-H.
Nope.
You guys call it the dairy barn, is that right?
Dairy barn.
Okay, what happens in there?
So in the junior dairy barn, the junior dairy shows, people that are in 4-H, they show their dairy barn, and then we have the beef and the swine barn, and we have the shows there varying from Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, and yeah, it should be a good time.
If people have never attended an event like that, these kids work really hard on it, and anybody there is really happy to help you learn what's going on, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Talk a little bit about the importance of having youth involved in an event like this.
I think it gets them to, gets a little bit of education for the youth, especially somebody who's not on the farm, on a daily basis like a lot of us country folk are.
Yeah.
But it helps them get educated in what these animals do and where their food comes from at the end of the day.
Why are you personally involved in the fair?
Me personally, that's a really long story, but I just do it for the community. Try to give back to the community.
And you're involved in agriculture, right?
Yep, involved in agriculture. I was in 4-H. I grew up in 4-H and just had a really good time, and I just feel like I want to give back to the community, so I'm volunteering here. So
certainly a team of you making this happen.
Absolutely.
Give a shout out to the crew that works year-round to make the fair.
It's me and I believe there's 10 other fair board members, and then our manager Stilly behind the scenes here, and it's a whole bunch of volunteers on top of that. Everybody you talk to every day trying to get more volunteers.
Yeah.
So.
Well, and the good news is you can tap into all the food if you're volunteering. And you said you have a milkshake that you would put up on contest against just about anybody else is out there. What makes it special?
You can't be talking about Outagamie County Fair without talking about the 4-H bar and the 4-H dairy bar underneath the grandstand. Milkshakes all the time. That's where it's at.
Is it flavors? Is it
I
just
believe
vanilla?
There's 3 flavors.
Okay.
There's chocolate, vanilla, and strawberry.
Okay.
And I used to work in that dairy shack underneath there, and it's always a staple when going to the fair.
So what do we need to know ahead of time? Can we get tickets? Just show up at the event?
Yeah, you could show up at the event, buy tickets there, or I believe we can buy tickets online, or there's a couple other local places that have our tickets and places.
All right, we're going to want to head to the website to look at the full schedule because the Outagamie County Fair has really packed it full. It's happening July 19th through the 23rd. The fairgrounds are in Seymour. You can see a full schedule of those events online. And hey, next Friday, Local 5 Live is going to be broadcasting right across the road from it. So come and see us from 9 to 10 there and get a peek at the fair. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Have a good rest of your weekend.